If you're watching this video, you're most probably a coach or online business owner who has a profitable niche that they are scaling to 6 or 7 figures. It's likely that you are building or have an offer that you'd like to scale and start to increase the amount of people that are buying it every single day. And what's missing is a scalable path that increases the amount of leads you have in your business and also helps you to nurture them and create consistent clients every single month. Now, in this video, I'm going to show you tactics that are used by Dan Koe in order for him to, one, grow his audience, number two, create a scalable path where he takes his audience from a low ticket offer all the way to a high ticket offer that he has on the back end, and also show you exactly how you can build the same for your own business and help you to create consistent, scalable, and growing revenue month to month. Now, if you stick to the end, you'll see the exact positioning tactics that he's used to stand out and become a coach who amasses millions of followers using these tactics that help you to position yourself separately from the rest of your competition. Now, as we start the video, we're going to first look at his social media and see exactly what he's doing to get attention with his audience. And then we're going to see the nurture process that he's using to turn cold leads into warm leads in his business. And then on the back end, how he's monetizing that audience with different offers, from low ticket and free offers to high ticket offers where people are paying hundreds of dollars and sometimes thousands of dollars. So now the first platform we're going to look at is his X account. And this is where he built most of his following before he started to scale into other platforms. And what he does here is he writes philosophical posts that will show people why he is a thought leader in his niche. This is just a quick depiction of the different niches that he covers. So within the self-improvement niche, he covers psychology, productivity, creator economy, online business, wealth creation, philosophy, and most of his tweets are raw, relatable. And what this does for an audience is it shows them that he's a human being, he's been where they are at, and also they're more likely to trust him because they can see that he's human and what he's overcome, they're able to overcome it as well. So then the next platform we'll look at is his Instagram. And his Instagram is again just tweet reposts from what he's posted on his X, and then tips and advice carousels where he's giving people tips on how they can have small wins in their day-to-day life that will help them to compound and become bigger wins in the future. And then he also uses talking head reels. As you can see, his reels are very minimalistic and they feel very organic. This is a powerful way to create a connection with your audience so they feel like they're receiving advice from a friend or a FaceTime video from a friend. Looking at his Instagram, you can see that his feed, his bio are very minimalistic and to the point. For his bio, it shows what he's working on, his drink company, and also his software company that he's building, and then a link to his course. Then you'll see for the different highlights that he has, he shows his book, the 2-hour writer course, different philosophers that he follows, his podcast, and the Dan Koe letters that he uses for his newsletter. Then the next platform we're going to look at is his YouTube. Now, YouTube is a great way for you to increase the amount of touch points audience has with you. And what you'll see here is his YouTube videos are long, and this is done because he wants to make sure that he spends the most time he can with his audience. So if he's posting once a week or twice a week, in those videos, he's able to go so in depth into a topic, especially if it's philosophical, that he'll be able to create an identity shift within his audience. And what this does is it creates trust with your audience because they're able to see that you know what you're speaking about, and also that you'll be able to help them to create transformations in a longer incubator and in your paid products. And now looking at his YouTube videos, we'll see that it's also engineered in order to create attention, to nurture his audience, and to also convert. YouTube is a great way for you to convert your audience. If people are watching an hour video or 30-minute video on a certain topic that they want to get solved, by the end of that 30 minutes to an hour, there's a higher chance of them opting in to buy the products that you are selling and you're offering them to create the transformation that they need in their life. So first we'll look at his top of funnel content on YouTube, and it's basically content about people creating mass transformations, and these aren't specific to a certain niche. So you'll see how to get it ahead of 99% of people in 6 to 12 months. That does not discriminate any person who wants to do the same thing in fitness or wants to do that in business, or wants to do that with their relationships. He uses terms like change your life fast in order to attract a bigger audience because people always want to get to their goals as quick as possible, as fast as possible, and as easy as they can do that. Then middle funnel content, we'll see that he starts to niche down into the different offers that he'll actually start having in the back end of his business. So he starts to go into creating high income skills because his business is geared to helping beginner entrepreneurs to make their next $1,000 or to make their first $10,000. We'll see that he starts to niche down and helps them to do the thinking process into creating and starting that business. So for instance, you'll see the high income skill that will make you irreplaceable. You'll see another one here, the future of work, the most profitable niche is you. And these are videos that are starting to speak about the problem that he himself and his business solve on the back end, and also starts weeding out people that are there just for hype content or for viral content that he posts at the top of funnel. Then at the bottom of the funnel, we'll see that he'll start to actually create videos that are based around the products that he has in the back end. So for instance, the one person business model is something that he sells on the back end. And then also I made $800,000 a year for writing 2 hours a day. This is a video that shows the business model that he uses in order to create the brand that he has today. And now he's helping people to do the same exact thing. Then looking at his positioning, like we said in the beginning of the video, this is something that's very pivotal to the growth that he's had over the past couple of years. And we'll see that his positioning is mainly tribe leader positioning, which helps him to have an authority over his audience and also feel like he's creating discovery. And this works well if you are somewhere within the philosophical niche. You always want to be the hero at the top of the hill who's making the discoveries and passing down his knowledge from the different obstacles that you've overcome and the different discoveries that you make through your life. So you'll see that he uses identity-based persuasion. He shapes how people see themselves so actions align naturally with their new identity and goals. He uses clarity to reduce overwhelm. This is something that's pivotal because in the business world, there's a lot of information out there. And if you're able to dumb down everything and make it as simple as possible, you become easy for people to digest and work with you. So what he does is he simplifies the ideas into clear frameworks to lower resistance and make actions feel easy and achievable. He also preaches anti-hustle, which is something that's going against the grain of what everyone else in the business space is teaching. And he is challenging the grind culture and norms to stand out, attracting attention and the appeal to those that are seeking balance in their own lifestyle and in their businesses. Then he uses philosophical depth. He blends business with deeper thinking to appear more insightful, increasing trust and perceived expertise. Then he opens loops to create curiosity. He leaves ideas slightly unfinished to trigger curiosity, pulling people to keep reading or to engage with different platforms that he has. Then he uses minimalism to signal mastery. He uses concise, refined messaging to suggest clarity of thought and higher value insights. He uses mission over monetization, which simply means that he's focusing on the frameworks and the thinking tools that make people feel capable and not dependent in him as a person. Then he uses empowerment over information. And this is something that's important if you want to become a leader in your niche. You want to focus on the frameworks and the thinking tools that make people feel capable and not dependent on him. And then last but not least is soft selling through alignment. And this is something that he's really mastered with all the content that he makes. Instead of just pitching his offers, he's mastered how to sell through the content that he makes. That magnifies and shines a light on the problems that his audience will face, shows them exactly how they can get out of them and make that next shift in their own lifestyle. So here he simply builds shared beliefs first, so the offers feel like they're natural and the next steps instead of forced sales. Then at the bottom, we're going to look at his offers and we'll see how he's using these offers to create an ascension model that moves people from his free and low ticket offers into his higher ticket offers and his paid products that he has on the back end. So you'll see that at first he has his newsletter that he posts every single week and also the Dan Koe letters that he sells. And then he has his course here, full course, the one person business launchpad. And here the sales page basically outlines how there's different types of offers that he's tried before in the past, like creating an agency, doing drop shipping, and doing content marketing. But what he's doing here is he's showing them exactly how this one person business model is a course that will help them to launch their product quickly without meeting all the failures that he had to overcome. And then he also empowers the reader, showing them what they can do. He shows them the different resources they have to their disposal, which before weren't accessible to everyone and made it harder for people to own a business. Then the different bullets at the end, he shows them how this is going to help them to create clarity, momentum, and how it's perceived as a high value product. Then at the end, he just goes and he shows the CTA on how they can get in there and start to build their own business with his help and support. Then the next thing we'll look at is his book. And he has his book, which he released not too long ago, and it sells on Amazon. And books are a great way for you to, again, establish authority in your niche and also get people the advice they need in for lower price. It's not as low as a $7 product, but it helps you. If people are going to read 300 pages of your own thoughts, there's a high likelihood that one, they're going to definitely trust you as a person and will most likely hop onto your different incubators that you have in the future. Then the last one that he has is his 2-hour content system in 14 days. And this offer is basically showing entrepreneurs and people that want to start in the digital marketing space, how they can create content with his system that he's built and has helped him to do the same thing and build a content empire. And that's basically everything that Dan Koe is doing for his online business and how he's built an empire that's helped him to grow a massive audience and also be able to monetize it. And if you're a business owner who'd like to do the same thing, in the link below, you can book a call with us and we'll audit your business and show exactly what you can do to grow it and scale it. And we'll show you how you can get to the next level in your income and in your revenue. Thank you.